Gorilla Tag can be a pretty hard game, but as you know, you can learn to play pretty fast. Because I'm only 5 months in, and I can already Lucio run and kind of vertical. So in today's video, I want to be mastering, well, not mastering, but at least trying every single Gorilla Tag skill. So first, let's go to Forest. I didn't know what to say there. Make sure to leave a like. See ya. Okay, we're in the Gorilla Tag Forest. The green leaves are back, which I forgot to mention in the last video, by the way, or at least in the update video. I'm really excited for this. Alright, the first skill that I think anyone should learn is probably running. At the beginning, you're probably going to run like this. This is how most players run. They use two hands, and they kind of push themselves down. That is not what you want to do. You want to go one hand at a time, kind of like you put your arm out as far in front of you as you can. You grab it on the ground, and then you kind of like launch yourself, but don't launch yourself up. You want to like pull back so you go forward. Do 1, 2, 1, 2. And make sure you reach the full extent of your jump before using the other arm. And then, back, once you get a lot better, you maybe switch to like doing it like this, which is a lot faster. You can also funny run, where you just take these two and just, I don't really know how to do it, I'm not very good at it. But on to the next skill, pinch climb. All you gotta do is you gotta hug this wall, put yourself down, and then throw it up. But you also want to pull yourself towards the wall, so your hands kind of like go behind you when you let go. It's like you're it's like this. So you'll go like, because normally when players start, they do this. And they like let go of the wall, or well, they go a lot slower, and it's like, and they can't reach it. On to the next one. This skill is also at double walls, and all you gotta do is hit off each side of the wall, kind of down and to the left and right. If you're learning in the Christmas update, it's a bit harder because there will be lights right here, and I would always run into them. I'd be like this, and I'd get stuck. And it was horrible. But if you just practice moving your arms in big motions, it should work out well. On to the next one, juking. Every average monkey should know how to juke when there's a lava monkey chasing them. Because if you're just running, let's say you aren't too good at running, then what are you gonna do? Get tagged? So, what you want to do to juke is you got to be very aware of your surroundings. So let's say there's a lava monkey coming after me. A really basic juke is walking up to this pillar and hitting off in the other direction. Or I can hit down and back, so like, oh, where did he go? Now, more like harder jukes would be kind of like this. I call it the gazebo swing, where you hit off the back. Oh, I missed it. You kind of like swing your arm around. You hit off the back of the board. Yeah, you do that. And it can be kind of hard to counter. Anyways, I don't know why I started branching. But yeah, juking, you can do it on really anything. You can say there's a monkey chasing me, walk up to a tree, hit off of it, walk up to this, hit off of it, hit off to that. And here's a bonus juke. You'll notice that your arms have no hitbox, just your hands, head, and your body. So, I can put my arm through the slide, like this, if I have long enough arms. So all I gotta do is stick my arm out like this, jump, put my arm down right at the end of the slide, so right here, and then push. And at the end, it should look like this. The lava monkeys will be completely lost if you get them with that one. On to the next skill. The next skill is jumping. Jumping can be kind of hard because if you do it like this, you kind of go forward. When I practice jumping, instead of when I was just started, I would practice going from the hill to here. But eventually that got pretty easy. So then, you should try going from the other side of gazebo. Whenever you jump, you want to make sure you only do it with one hand and use the other hand to kind of catch yourself on the roof. So it should look like this. Or, if you're doing on this side, like this. On to the next one. The next skill is branching. All you really got to do is just be aware of where all the branches are. And here's a helpful tip. All Gorilla Tag trees are the same, just different sizes and maybe tilted a different way. But they're still the same. Look, I can find this branch on a different tree. Look, this branch. Let me go find another tree where I can see it. Right there, see? That little bump right there? It's the same as this. So, all you really got to do for branching is just be aware of your branch surroundings and be able to pack a strong hit. On to the next one. The next skill, this may seem like a pretty big jump, but that would be wall climbing. I just messed up. That's embarrassing. Anyways, wall climbing is very simple, but it can be kind of hard doing it on such a curved and not exactly a sharp angle of a wall. So for this one, when you practice, we're going to need to go to city. Perfect. We're here in city. What you're going to want to do is walk past the shop, walk past the balloons, sorry about that, and walk over to the sunglasses stand. To the right, you'll see a corner. This is actually a perfect 90-degree angle, so this is where you should practice your wall climb. If you've ever seen The Incredibles, it's kind of like Frozone, how he slashes his arms. So you want to slash your arms like this. So if I do this, I reach the top. Sometimes people accidentally hit themselves backwards. But you don't want to do that. It's kind of like you putting your arm next to the wall, hitting, turning, doing the same thing. This one takes a while, and I know I may not be the best teacher, but you can really get this one down. You're at least kind of good at the game. Now on to the next. The next skill is where it gets a bit harder. You see, for this skill, not only will you have to know how to wall climb, but you'll have to know how to do something else. And this skill is wall running. Once you can wall run, or at least once you've mastered wall running, it should look like this. Nope, it should not look like that because I fell. It should look like I fell again. It should look like this. I'll teach you the other stuff on walls in a minute. Anyways, what you're going to want to do for this is it's kind of like a bird flapping motion. So I like to start right here because it has this little crease in the wall and it's helpful to start on. So you just put your hand here. I know it looks like half my arm's going through the wall, and I did not get what it really looked like in real life. But I'm just sticking my arm out to where my elbow's a little bent. And I'm slashing behind me if I'm going forwards. And if I want to go up, I'm slashing down. And then, when you're wall running, you'll notice you reach the end of the wall. All you want to do is, on that last hit, so that'd be this hit in midair, you turn, and you go on your other arm. If you're right-handed, when you're learning wall running, you probably want to start with your right hand. And if you're left-handed, you probably want to start with your left hand. And this isn't the only wall that you can do that on. You can also do it over here, there, and really any wall. But now, on to some of the more hard stuff. Okay, so I'm not the best at this one, but this is scaling. And it should look like this. Gosh, that was the best I've ever done. Alright, what you're going to want to do with scaling is this. You definitely, keep in mind guys, you should not get any of these right away, other than maybe running. But for scaling, you really have to play Gorilla Tag for a while, and just understand the way that the trees branches are, and how they are. But what you do is you'll notice you can just hit down at least twice. See how when I walk up I hit down a couple times and I swing my arm around on this branch. I'll be teaching you with this branch, with this tree right next to the campfire. All you want to do is use your right hand to do that and then swing it around on this branch. Then do that, put your left hand there. This one is a little harder. You have to hit twice. And then you just pinch climb the rest of the way up. Hope that helped you. Now, for the next one. This skill is also done on walls, and it can be a bit hard. What you're going to want to do is, it's kind of like wall running, some people say, except you're going to want to bring in your second hand that you don't use when you wall run. So if you're right-handed, once again, and you wall run with your right hand mainly, you'd have to bring in your left hand. And all that you do is, with this hand, you kind of make a triangle like this, and then tilt it. This hand is like this, and this hand is like this. So the hand that you wall run with, it stays the normal way, and then your left hand, if you're right-handed, faces the wall. What you're going to want to do is you kind of like hit. You just hit off the wall, hit up with this one, and forward with this one. The motion is kind of like this. So I'm hitting up with this one and forward with this one. And it's kind of like a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 motion. And when you're done with it, it should look like this. Woo! That wasn't my best, but yeah. That was Lucio running though. Next skill is Simular. So I'll see you there. The next skill is going to be Lucio just like up the wall. Lucio running, you do this, and you see how I'm like running across the wall like it's a dash? Well, just Lucio is just going up, and I'm not very good at that one. But what you're going to want to do is with this hand, I do circles. So like this with my right hand if I'm right-handed. And then with this hand, I do this. So it's circles in this. And you should kind of like go up. And maybe if you have like Rock Monkey, or if you just really, I dropped my controller. If you really master it, you might be able to get to slippery walls. Me, I can only do that with the Rock Monkey. And it's time for the next one. The next skill is called a vertical. I don't even know I know how to do this one, but I definitely am not a pro. Basically, for this one, we're going to need to go over there to Gazebo. Alright, now that we're here, we're going to want to come over to the bench and practice doing this circle motion, how it's kind of like an oval long ways, right, horizontally. When you practice that, try to scale it down and do it really fast and put it like here. Alright? So, this really fast, but kind of like make it tinier ovals. Let's go test it out at the... Alright, we're here at the wall. I'm not very good at this, so don't make fun of me, but here it goes. Yeah, as you can see, that wasn't very good, but what it should look like is you're literally very fastly going straight up the wall. So maybe you want to start out with two hands and then bring in your second hand. I did pretty good with that one, but you'll notice you're kind of going diagonal up the wall. But once you master it, you should be able to go straight up the wall. Alright? I don't think I have anything left to teach you, so let's go film the outro. Alright, we're here at the mirror for the outro. Let's do this. So, today's video, I really hope that I taught you how to play Gorilla Tag pretty well. And please don't get mad if you can't get it right away. I took 5 months to get as good as I am, and I can't even do the circle, stupid vertical thing. Makes me really mad. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe. And I just wanted to let y'all know. Thank you so much for watching these videos. And I know it sounds crazy, but let's make a goal for that someday I will be able to have a finger painter badge right here. Who knows? Anything can happen. Please have a great day. Leave a like, subscribe, And I'll see you next time.